Hey, we're here in Sydney. It's Sunday, October 22nd. Australia's in its final stages of a marriage equality vote, and I'm here just to remind people to vote and get their votes in. Personally, I hope the yes vote gets up. It'll mean one of my brothers will be able to marry his partner, but we're told the yes vote is a near certainty, but I'm just not so sure, and I don't want the yes voters to get complacent, so I'm here to tell a story, and the best way I know how to tell a story is with my 52 friends, so let's go. What you want to see, these are different cards, right? No two cards are alike, they're all in random order. I could shuffle them up, but you probably don't really trust me. So can you please just cut the cards in half, put half on my hand? Great. And you cut there, you could cut to an 8, if you could cut anywhere as well. Yeah, just to let you know, every time you cut it, obviously it changes. You cut to a 2, right? Or I could cut as well, and I could cut to a jack. For example. Okay. This reminds me of a story actually about a guy named Jack. Put your hands out. He actually grew up in Sydney, born in Sydney, and he went to school here, but at school he was a bit of a loner. He never really fit in, and he wasn't a member of many of the clubs there. He felt a bit left out at times, but one day when he was a bit older, Jack went out to one of his favourite clubs in King's Cross. And he was having a good time, and he ended up around the corner at a bar called the Colombian Hotel, which funnily enough is known as the Queen of Hearts. And don't for a second think that the people at the Colombian Hotel don't enjoy a beer or two just because they aren't straight. In fact, they love a night out even more than the rest of us. And it was here that Jack realized that he started to feel like at home, like-minded people, and he actually met a couple of brunettes who agreed. And Jack also met a guy there, and he always got along with him, and still knows him to this day, and he always thought the two of them would make a great pair. But poor Jack knows that unless the laws are changed in Australia, he won't be able to marry the love of his life. And even the king of our country knows that the laws should be changed, but he doesn't have the heart to bring it to vote in Parliament. So he decided to spend $127 million on a national postal vote, even though 23 countries already have marriage legalized, gay marriage legalized. Now, we've been told that 67% of eligible Australians, or 10 million, have already voted. But that means that there is about 6 million who are left to vote. And worryingly and surprisingly, if you break it down into 4 age groups, the biggest age group with the lowest percentage turnout is the 18 to 34-year-olds. And traditionally they're known as the biggest supporters of gay marriage, but I think it's because most people in this age group have probably posted less than 5 letters in their life, and maybe can't find the motivation to post a 6th. And we're seeing a lot of stats recently that suggest that most people are voting, like 60% are voting yes. And the book is even having them as a 4-to-1 favourite of winning. But I think these early polls are often misleading and incorrect at predicting these things. We've all seen it in the US. Against all odds, they somehow elected quite a joker. But we can't talk here because in our Senate we have quite an interesting redhead. And after doing some research, I realized that all of these stats were based off a sample of just 1,583 Australians. Which, thinking about as a percentage of our total country, this represents less than 0.01%. And although we're told the vote officially closes November 7, on the ABS website it actually says to get your votes submitted by October 27. That's this coming Friday. That's only 5 days away. That's right, 5 days away. So for those people who haven't voted, what are you waiting for? It'll take you less than 10 minutes to get your votes done and posted. So let's get this over the line so people like Jack can marry who they wish. And these guys can live like the kings that they are. So I encourage you to vote, so when future generations ask, did you vote? You can say, yes.
That was amazing.
Love is kind, love is patient.